Adriana.
And I'm Jen.
And welcome to another exciting season of Two Moms in the Kitchen.
This season is sure to bring you some great new recipes, many tips and tricks for working in the kitchen, a whole lot of good conversation, and a great deal of fun.
We know that the world looks a little different now, but we hope that we can bring some joy and laughter into your home each episode.
We are so excited to be back.
Hi, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be making turkey meatloaf. This is a family favorite of my family. I made it one time for my parents when they were visiting, and my stepdad actually required me to make 2 of these because then he had to have a meatloaf sandwich and leftovers for a few days. So it is a really, really good recipe. You can make it with ground beef if you want. The original recipe calls for turkey. You do whatever you feel comfortable with. And I've also added in a few more vegetables, and nobody knows the difference. So life is good. You can see the vegetables, but they don't care. So that's totally fine. So what we're going to start with, these are some of the vegetables we're putting in. The original recipe calls for just half a cup of mushrooms chopped up. I go ahead and add mushrooms, a carrot, and an onion, because why not?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It's super fun. I also I put it all into a food processor to make it all really finely chopped up so that I don't have to worry about chopping it myself, because nobody wants to be doing that. So, you could also grate it if you wanted to, at least the carrots. The mushrooms maybe cut up a little bit more, and the onions into a small dice. Mm-hmm. But we put the carrots in first because they're the ones that take the longest. So. Into a bowl, if this won't come out. This is the mini food processor I had when I was making baby food for my kids.
Oh my goodness.
So it has proven its worth 100%. Okay, so that was just 1 carrot. I didn't even bother peeling it. I just washed it really well. So
more fiber.
Yep, absolutely. And then an onion, just cut off the tip. And take off the skin. This is just yuck. There we go. Okay, and then just cut it up a little bit more. Same thing on this one. I just do half an onion, and I started doing it because my mom said, "Did you put onion in your meatloaf?" And I said, "No, I have other things I put in." She goes, "I miss the onions." So this one's for you, Mom, because she's a bit of a stinker. And then, sorry, what?
You could probably do like zucchini in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Zucchini melts down once you grate it.
Yep.
So another good.
Yep. And these are just cremini mushrooms. It's supposed to be about half a cup. I eyeball it because I love mushrooms, so why not? And the thing is when they're all mixed together, you would have no idea they were in there.
Exactly.
So, oh, I did that wrong. I'm supposed to do this one first. Oh, it's already a morning. Let's try that again. This is just proof that we are not professionals.
That's right.
We're just 2 moms in the kitchen feeding our families. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. There we go.
Would never know the difference.
Right? Nobody has to know your little tricks and secrets of getting them good food in there. Okay. So yeah, just put however many mushrooms you want. No big deal. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to do it a little bit finer. There we go. You'll notice I'm using my knife for this. I use the back of the knife so that the blade doesn't get dull. So just use the back of the knife if you're ever going to do things like that. Okay, looks good. Mm-hmm. So we'll just dump that in as well.
Smells delicious.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't require much to make it look awesome and smell awesome. Okay, now we need reinforcements. Get every little bit of vegetable in there. Okay. The rest of the recipe is just dump and go. It's very, very easy. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Okay, so we've got 1 pound of ground turkey. Just dump it in. Make sure you get the little paper. That would not taste good.
No.
Do not do that. We need 2 eggs, lightly beaten. So.
I was trying to teach my 12-year-old daughter the other day how to properly crack an egg and then get it in the bowl without the shells. One was successful, one was not.
Let me tell you, even as adults,
Yes.
we struggle with
That's
that.
what I told her.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Next is an envelope of onion soup. This works out really well because you don't really need to do any other spices. That's all you need in there. Okay, great. And then 1.5 cups of Italian breadcrumbs. These are seasoned breadcrumbs, and that acts to add some moisture. The egg is the binder. So here we go.
If you didn't have seasoned breadcrumbs on hand, you could just use regular breadcrumbs and just throw in some Parmesan cheese, some parsley, you know, a couple of spices in there. So
Italian seasoning.
Yep.
Would that be fine?
That would work too. Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure I've got everything so far. Okay, so this is the secret to the deliciousness of the meatloaf. You're gonna get a can of already made tomato soup, and you're gonna put 1/3 cup. Ooh, this one's lively. There we go. Okay, you're gonna put 1/3 cup into your bowl. Don't throw it away because we make a sauce from the rest of the soup that goes on top of the tomato soup, or on top of the meatloaf, which really makes it divine. So there's that. And then we've got to do 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Okay. 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. Any barbecue sauce will work. We use the Sweet Baby Ray's honey. That's my husband's favorite, but we've done it with many different varieties. In fact, sometimes we even mix barbecue sauces when we run out.
Yes.
Which happens a lot because we like sauce in this family. Okay. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And then 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire. How would you say that word?
Exactly like you said it.
Okay,
Worcestershire sauce. Yeah.
Good.
It's a tongue
Worcestershire.
twister, and nobody really knows how to say it. But
No.
as soon as you start saying the "w," everybody knows.
That one.
That one, yeah.
Okay, so keep your ketchup, tomato soup, Worcestershire, and barbecue sauce nearby because you're going to be doing something special with that. And then you got to get your hands dirty.
Yes.
Unfortunately. Now, you can mix it up a little bit just to kind of get the liquid kind of absorbed by the breadcrumbs. But then you got to just accept your fate, take off your wings, and go in.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. You'll be okay. I promise.
It always tastes better when it's hand mixed.
Always. I guess you could do it in a mixer, like a KitchenAid, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's satisfying
is.
knowing that you got your hands in
It
there
is.
and made dinner.
Absolutely. You want to mix this really, really well because you want to make sure that you don't have little pockets in the meatloaf that are just turkey or just breadcrumb or just carrot. You know, you want to make sure everything is really, really mixed in and just get out your frustrations of your life in your meatloaf really, really well. There we go. Okay.
And just so you know, Adriana washed her hands
I
before
did.
we got on camera, so
Absolutely.
nice clean hands.
Very, very important. Keep your family safe from any bacteria and germs. Okay. There we go. Looks pretty good.
Delicious.
Okay, then there's a couple of different ways you can put it in the oven. You can do it in just a regular cookie sheet. You can do it in a Pyrex, however you want, whatever is most comfortable for you. I like to do it in a Pyrex because I usually will do something else in the oven at the same time.
Yes.
So just to save space. Or if you're making two, you know, like I have done in the past, that's fine too. Okay, so you're gonna dump it out. I just remembered my mom used to do it in a loaf pan.
Yes.
That had like a little degreaser on the bottom.
Oh,
have you seen those?
I have not.
That was the 90s. Oh yes.
I usually make mine in a loaf pan, and then it pulls away from the sides, and then you can see kind of
There you go. Yeah.
the drippings on the bottom. But
Yeah.
oh, I'll have to look for something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Another gadget.
There you go. So you're just gonna kind of shape it out. I like to do a kind of a flatter rectangle so it's more even cooking. There we go.
You have done this once or twice.
Oh yes. Oh, yes.
You are very good at shaping it.
And there you go. That's it. And dinner is pretty much done. You're going to put this in the oven for about 45 minutes. At the 45-minute mark, you're going to pull it out and you're going to put on the sauce that we're going to be making with the rest of the ingredients. And then dinner is done. Literally, how long did that take? 5 minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
So you could even do this the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get home from work or whatever you got going on, you can stick it, I would take it out for a little bit to kind of come to room temperature and then put it in the oven and dinner is on the table as fast as anything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, actually let's put this in the oven. Let me wash my hands. let's be safe here. Alrighty. Okay. There we go.
How long does it go in the oven for?
In total for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. You want it to hit 165 degrees
Yes.
inside.
Yep.
So what I will often do is I have this thermometer that
Okay.
can go in the oven. And so if I'm not quite sure, this works with chicken, with anything that you put in the oven. I even put it in a crock pot.
Yes.
And I can close the lid around it,
Yeah.
but it just tells me, and then it has a little alarm that goes off that says it's reached temperature.
Awesome.
So it's really, really great. Okay, so let me get another bowl for our sauce. So we need all these things back. So another 1/3 of a cup of the tomato soup. There you go. That used just about half the cup or half the can of the soup. So if you want a little appetizer for yourself, go for it. I've done
Or
that
lunch.
before. You know, a little grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. So then again, 2 tablespoons of ketchup. There we go.
I love that it's the same measurements all over again.
Everything, yeah,
Makes it easy to remember.
absolutely. Let's get some good barbecue sauce. There we go. Okay. So 2 of barbecue sauce. I have to mix our barbecue sauces again. There we go. I think we can do it. If it's a little bit less, it's fine. It's all about the flavor.
Get to the last drop.
Right? There we go. Okay. And then 1 tablespoon of the Worcestershire. There we go. And then mix that all together. There you go. And it's going to go on top of the meatloaf for the last 15 minutes. And that's that.
Easy.
Easy peasy for dinner. And we're done. Just clean up the mess and you're good to go. All right, so 45 minutes is up. We're gonna go ahead and take this out. Ooh, it's hot, hot. Just be careful. There you go, it's looking good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna spread on this sauce that we made earlier. You're just gonna pour it all over. And then we are going to just kind of move it around, just like that. Perfect. Okay, make sure you get it on the sides as well. And then what you're gonna do is pop it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. So we'll come back when that is all ready to go. Okay, our 15 minutes is up. Let's check out our finished meatloaf. Oh, it's done to perfection. So you have dinner ready to go, and all you have to do is add a quick side to it. If you enjoyed this recipe, go ahead and click like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hope you enjoy it.